This is the Above the Corner podcast.
Come on!
Good evening, citizens of Earth.
Let's get it.
Or any other planet in the solar system.
Chef Ron and Tay come together to bring you real life experiences. That's right, we touch on everything from life itself, entrepreneurship, family, business, finance, and so much more. We going above it all, baby.
Another job well done.
All right, fellas, let's get to it.
Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Chef Ron, the great, a.k.a. the Corner Store Chef, and we are back with yet another edition of Above the Corner podcast. This week, we got a very, very special guest. We got Miss Kayla Clary from Broken Halos Worldwide. How you doing today, Miss Kayla?
I'm good.
Word. I'm so happy to have you here, man. Broken Halos, y'all got the city on smash. And when I say the city, I'm talking about all the cities. They got the whole 757 in a frenzy. You understand what I'm saying? So, how was your week?
Busy. Per usual.
Busy. Yeah. Y'all stay busy.
We had a couple new logos that we pre-released online.
Okay.
So that created a little bit of buzz for the week. And of course, our website is always going. So we're constantly shipping orders, making the orders, folding the orders, packaging. Right. It's always something every day. So.
Right. Yeah, and to touch on that, the shipping aspect, I just wanted to give both of y'all. I wanted to give y'all a public thank you. Know what I mean? You and Crezo. I didn't know either one of y'all. It's it's very rare that you find real people these days.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I hadn't met you yet. Me and you we done some business together, but we still hadn't met. And I don't even think I had spoke to Crezo yet. But I'm big on. Most of my networking comes from social media. Right. And if I see something in somebody's story, I'm jumping straight in their inbox. Like, yo, how you do that? Where you get that from? You know what I mean? I'm not scared to do that. And sometimes people, you know what I mean? They give me game, sometimes they don't. Yeah. But immediately, Crezo was like, call me. Yeah. Called him. Y'all sat on the phone with me for like 20, 30 minutes and gave me the whole.
And I felt like I was speedballing so fast. Like I felt kind of bad because I was like, I know this is information that he needs because it's information I needed, early on, especially with going to the post office, paying and standing in lines. It's a whole, process, but it's something that I could have been benefiting from long ago. And then for me to know, just, figuring hacks out and, working stuff out yourself. So I'm always big on sharing any kind of resource that I have, whether it's something that I've learned myself or if I hear somebody talking around me, if it's something that I feel like anybody I know can benefit from, I'm going to, pass it on.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Y'all really definitely dropped some gems on me. Just giving people a little bit of background, where you from, you know what I mean? Just, tell people about yourself real quick before we jump in.
So I am from both, I would say, Newport News and Hampton. My dad's side, majority lived in Hampton, and then my mom, we lived in Newport News most of my childhood, me and my siblings. I just been kind of, I guess you would say, a person that's just like can get it by any means type of person. Okay. Working, growing up, I really was into restaurants and serving, being a server at restaurants. That's something that I love to do. Meeting so many different people from different walks of lives, and then, creating an experience for them was something that I love. But and then I had my son, and some things that you do, like holidays, working, for instance, Mother's Day is coming up. 3 years ago, I would have been on a schedule for a double, on Mother's Day. And I would have been creating experiences for somebody else for them to be. And losing your own. Exactly. Yep. So then about like 2018, me and Craig, we knew each other. We have known each other for a while, just being both from Newport News and just some circles, smaller than others, bigger than others. But when we started dating, he had an idea in mind. We both, one thing that we really shared was losing somebody that was so close to both of us. So that kind of made like a click. Okay. It was kind of like a connection that me and him had, but it was unknowing until we had the conversation about Broken Halos.
So y'all spoke about Broken Halos before?
No, once we started dating, it was just something that came about. It was like, how you just say like, well, not really like the probing questions of dating. I guess like, what you do, what you want to do, what do you want to be? Like, is this it? How many, what we're going to do? So it's just like some of those probing questions. And that's just something that always came up with Craig, and him just having that clock mine. Like he got like those, if you figure, like
Wheels
vision those, them crankers, like, crankers, they're always going, like he could just pop up and it could be something like, what about this? What about that? So, when I seen his passion for the Broken Halos brand before we were online, when we were only on Facebook posting, when we were just sending to our friends, our family, when I seen the passion that he had, it was like a light bulb. It was nothing more right but for me to be, on the same page with him. So the best part about it is he got the wheels turning and I can do most of the talking. Like he can tell me what, we want to do, and then we'll put it together. We work it out. So, being from here, it's not, I want to say hard to be, relevant, or hard to be, constantly current, or, in the now, but the love that we get from our people behind the meaning of our lifestyle brand is like, it's something that you don't want to stop doing, it's something that you want to keep making people say, wow. You want to keep being relatable. You want to keep sharing your experiences with people, because like you said, it's not often that you meet real people. But my theory is, through pain is realness, and through loss, and through just different emotions, you can discover, yourself, and along the way you can help discover other people, or help people discover themselves. But it's just something that is like, it's just got to be there. It's between me and him. It's like we can't stop thinking about it. So it's really a lifestyle for us, and that's what we don't really call it a brand. It's really a lifestyle. We really live by it, and our people enjoy living it with us.
I definitely see that in your product too. So you said you was a server, and you basically you eat the brains and you work everything. And now I see that, because what a lot of people may not know is, if you're a server, if you don't know how to talk, you don't know how to communicate,
you're not going to get paid.
You're not getting no money.
You're not going to pay your bills.
You're going to be a broke server. You're probably going to have to find another occupation.
Yeah, you're going to be getting $17.84 checks every other Tuesday from your boss.
Yep. Yeah. So I see that now. That's cool. So exactly what year was Broken Halos created?
So we got the ball rolling, like soft run, just like one logo that we had. I should have brought the original logo. It's what we call the Yak Beer, and that was actually in memory and honor of Craig's cousin as well. When we spoke just a minute ago about us both, having those experiences of loss. The Yak Beer was one of our first logos, and that had really good feedback. So it was just like, we just didn't know where we were going to go from there, but it was like we knew that time, like right around 2018, the summer, right? It was just like, okay. So we kind of took a break. People started asking us, they asked Greg, what's up with the Broken Halo, man? What's up with this? What's up? So he's like, people really asking me about this, babe. You know what I'm saying? So then we start playing around. We got a Cricut. We start playing around with the Cricut. We started there. We printing, we cutting, we trimming vinyl. We up 3 days at a time. Sometimes people don't even know, but we really putting in that work and, putting it to the pavement, putting it to the people. But that passion has been there. So 2018, I say we really got the ball rolling, officially getting our business licensing and proper certifications throughout the city. 2019, next month will actually be a year, June, that we've been an actual listed business in the state of Virginia. So that's something that we're really excited about, and trying to find a way to incorporate our family, Broken Halo family, into that too. Because without y'all, we would still just be posting on Facebook stories and stuff, So
yeah, word. So designs and promotion, y'all got it's a lot of brands out here, and I gotta say honestly, don't nobody stick out like Broken Halos. Where do y'all get y'all where the design concepts come from, and where did the promotion mentality come from? Like, where did y'all pick that up at?
It was, again, one of those light bulb kind of things. I'll start with the promotion. Out of nowhere, I tell Craig all the time, like, babe, out of nowhere, how I get all these likes on Facebook?
Yeah.
How I start getting all these shares on Facebook? So I'm like, okay. So I just kind of feel like I was going to not really flip the narrative, because I feel like I still can balance out Kayla being myself, and then Kayla the businesswoman, there's a median, mother and all of that. But when I found that medium for promotion, I was like, videos, I love TikTok. So that's like, that was a given for me. I'm like, what? I can do all of this stuff with my clothes on, and people can watch this stuff and they see my clothes, and then I can link a website into my bio. So it's like, that was one of them things that you see being done on Instagram. If you're looking on Instagram, you see a pair of shoes. You see somebody promoting something. You just scroll down, you see something, then you can go to the website and you feel like, this would it take for me to be a part of them? Like, I could do this. I could be a part of this. So it's like giving access to the family is major key for us. We don't want them to feel like it's nothing that they don't know. So being 100 with them, whether it's taking a break or relaunching the website or a promo sale on the website, is just knowing how and what to say.
Right.
Being a consumer before I was a business owner, that right there in itself has put me, I feel like, kind of like 3 steps ahead of myself sometimes, because I do things unknowingly for the people that buy and purchase Broken Halos, but then I realize I'm doing it because that's what I would want done to me if I was spending my money with someone. So
you've been on both sides of the
definitely.
Yeah. So would you say it was Crezo's vision, or y'all came up with it together?
That's Crezo.
Okay.
I give that credit every time.
Okay.
I mean, just looking at the logos, it's like mind blowing sometimes to me.
The logos be crazy.
He sent them to me, and I'll be like, sometimes I'm hesitant. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, more guns, another color. Yeah. I'm like, come on. But then you have to step outside of that. You got to think as a consumer. Right. What's selling? What do people love? What do people talk about? What do people recognize? Those are the things that you want for your brand to be recognizable. You want it to be recognizable. You want it to be noticeable. You want it to be promoted properly, and you want it to be spoke about in the best way. So, man, we got off that vinyl wig. That was like holy grail. Okay, that was like the original AK. Yeah. This was one of the first like popular logos. Like, this is the one that people see and they like, that's Broken Halos. Right. That's Broken Halos. So I'm
glad you brought that up too. That just brought me back to something.
Just to give a small little rundown. So anybody who is in the business of making clothes or any DIY projects, because Cricut is like a very known tool for DIY glasses, bags, shirts. You can do whatever, right?
What is a Cricut?
It's like a machine that cuts and prints vinyl. Okay. It can also cut images for like an image, like if you were doing like a birthday or a specific number or a name. It can cut out an image if you had your brand. You can do things yourself without, kind of like taking out the third party. You can create your own look of your item. So It's like a little printer, but it's like a laser, and it just literally cuts words, and you sit there and you pick it, and it's something that I'm so grateful that we are beyond now. Okay. This logo we started with this is when we first started with our new like coloring and multicoloring and the way that we print now with our techniques for our designs, right? So if you look at this, you see all these colors in here. Mm-hmm. This was not something that we can do on the Cricut, that we didn't know how to do. I'm not saying that it couldn't be done, but we didn't know how to do it. Right. So when we got the idea of putting our images on things in a full sheet form or a full image form, and we can get this, it was like, bam. Yeah. So when Craig seen this, I know him, and I know it's like eye-catching first. It has to catch his eye. And for his brand to have this much of an impact, and you see it wherever you are, and oh my goodness, that's Broken Halos, and it's the color, it's the chocolate, it's the ice cream. It's like, what is it? So that created the anticipation of, we ran this for like 8 months, 9 months without dropping anything else. That was all people wanted. People seen it, they wanted, had to have it. They wanted it on shirts, they wanted it on shorts, they wanted it on pants, they wanted it on their hoods of their jacket. We started with the ski mask, we had it on the face mask. So it was just one of those things. It was like, okay, so where do we go from here? What can we do next? What can we give them?
And you also got to think, how can we top this?
And that's the hard. That is probably one of the hardest things that we come across. Me and Craig, conversations that we say it probably every other day. What are we gonna do next?
Yeah.
What can we do next? But it's no greater feeling, and I know that my man can agree. It's no greater feeling than being in a competition with yourself.
That's a fact.
Because your room for elevation, your room for growth is just that. Is your room for growth, is your room for elevation. Nobody can put a time on that. Nobody can say what you should be doing, how you should be doing things, how your business should be ran. Nobody can tell you that because it's yours and it's your time that you're going to take to make it what you want to make it.
Right. So speaking on the AK, that store in the mall, that's Broken Halos that they carrying?
No. Honestly, that is just like something that was brought to us by the family, by people that love Broken Halos, people that love me and Craig, people that respect our brand and the hard work, dedication, and nonstop commitment that we give to our brand.
So family brought that back to y'all. Y'all didn't even find that yourself.
They brought that to us like, bruh, sis, this ain't right.
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
And then it was like, I seen this and I wanted to say something, but that is something. People are very sensitive, and it's a world that we living in right now. We lucky to be going to people's malls and people's stores, so we got to put on our best behavior. Sometimes we have to bite our tongue.
Yeah.
But that's definitely something that was brought to us, and it was very, they say imitation is the highest form of flattery. That is what they say.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that. I've never agreed with that. I've never, from the time I was a child, from, when you're in school, you have that one little friend that just kind of want to do everything like you and just never like that.
Yeah.
Never. So like I said, when I posted on Facebook, Broken Halos is our child.
Right.
That is our child. We watch it grow. We have fed it. We are nurturing it. We are making sure that we are providing it with people that are around that want to see it flourish just as much as we do. So that was like, slap in the face. Yeah. But when you have proper people and the proper protocols and you cover your behind, those are things that become, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That'll be a laughable moment
and it's
in a time when we're in a store.
It's still hard, for me, to this day. I'm pretty sure we all from the same type of background. So to see stuff like that and to still handle yourself professionally and not want to, bring back the old you, it's hard sometimes, yo.
Oh no, it's hard for Craig.
Yeah.
I don't really have an old me. Old me is just, I'm always been this same person, I would say. But oh yeah, that's one of those things where it's like, what do I say? How do I word this? But Craig does a great job with, again, same as me, balancing Crezo and Craig, the businessman. And I always give him that credit, like, you said that. You did that, because it's like, dang. Sometimes we don't go to each other like, they about to post it on Facebook. All right, read that. I'm about to put that. We don't do, who does that?
Right.
So when I see, and I'm scrolling just like I'm scrolling down anybody else's things, and I see my man saying something that not only is meaningful, but also has purpose and is also demanding the respect, one, that he deserves as a businessman, and two, that our brand deserves as a business. So that's just, that's just where we'll leave that. Yeah. One day it'll be a laughable thing, and we'll be able to look back and say, dang.
Yeah, y'all gotta get that shirt up out of there. I don't even know the story.
I don't either. But like I said, we have the proper people and the proper things in place. Like copyright infringement is something that you don't want to play with. Yeah, I love court TV. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I could be a lawyer because I love court TV so much. Okay. So I'm like feeling like, don't take me there. You don't want to talk about what that is. You don't want to tell me that this is your stuff. You don't. So like you said, you don't want to really be brought to a place where you feel like, I just risked it all because somebody just tried to get our logo.
Facts.
Yeah, have your people in place. Get your people in place and cover your butt. Get your documentation.
Nobody can say that ain't no coincidence. I never seen that before. Yeah. I never seen the ice cream AK ever. So to circle back, you said it was all Crezo's, it was his vision basically. Mm-hmm. How important was it for you as, his partner in crime to support his vision?
Oh, 100%. If I had to tell you how many people I've seen say, "Oh, it's us, bro. We gonna be there, bro. It's this, it's that.
Yeah.
I don't speak on that. For one, I don't interfere in his business like that with his guys, you know.
Right.
But I love being his go-to. I love being his number one. I love being the person that he knows without a shadow of a doubt. I'm going to say, babe, that was a great decision, or you need to calm down with that.
Okay.
It's so important for me to be his right-hand man, his literally business partner in success, and just it's more important than just the brand, you know, because it can be beyond Broken Halos. Like, who knows what we have working up, you know, who knows what we're thinking about. So just having somebody be there for you and not only believing in you always, but being able to give you constructive criticism when you need it, correct you when you're wrong, and also, you know, pat you on the back when you did a good job. Because that's another thing. People don't feel like you need to give credit when it's due.
That's a fact.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. Because my method is, if you can't give credit and you can't say to somebody, good job, what did you learn from that? Why are you around them?
Right.
What are you going to do? Just sit around them and listen to them talk every single day, and when you leave, you're going to say, I don't even know why they doing that. That don't even make sense to me, no.
Yeah.
You gotta let your guard down. You gotta let people know, like, bro, this is it, bro. You doing a great job. And if don't nobody else tell them that,
it's gonna be you. So Broken Halos Worldwide. I'm pretty sure I know. What made y'all put the worldwide on the end?
With the Instagram, that's our Instagram tag. Instagram is one of those places that we know is like, it's a different world on Instagram. It's people that love Facebook and people that live on Instagram.
Right.
And I know people that don't touch Facebook, but they put everything on Instagram. Instagram is a place and home of hashtags, just like Twitter. You can't go wrong.
Right.
People search and look at hashtags on the Explore page constantly. I do. Yeah. I look at trending topics, songs that are being hashtagged
on IG?
Instagram, TikTok, anything. Because what we gotta understand is people that are searching and looking for these things, they're not looking for Broken Halos. They're looking for
that specific hashtag.
A song. You know, they're typing in a song. They're typing in a artist, a hot artist right now. So those kind of things with the worldwide, it's like with Instagram, you kind of got room to play with your following. Okay. Whereas Facebook, you know, it's more like people you may know. This is a mutual friend with 3,000 other people. And it's like, who is these 3,000 people? Like, I graduated with probably 200, you know? But it's like Instagram gives you more that room where you can feel like, if I want them to be here, they can be here. And if what I put out on my Instagram is just that for Broken Halos. It's its own page. That's its own little realm. Right. Like, I can't even explain what that Instagram, what that worldwide has done. Yeah, what that worldwide has done, and giving it gives it a little at the end, you know.
Who came up with the worldwide?
Is it really a question? Crazy.
Now, I jumped on that because from my point of view, what I took from the worldwide was y'all don't want to be local.
No. So we want to be local. Yeah. But we want to be beyond.
Right. And when you stamp that worldwide on there, that just expands your reach everywhere.
Confirmation. And you already putting it there. Yeah. That's all that is.
And to touch on expanding your reach, I'm not on TikTok. So I don't know nothing about TikTok. I need to get on it, but I'm not. And you said you put the you can put your website bio in the TikTok bio. So does that bring a lot of clientele towards y'all?
Yes. And the reason why it does is because you can you don't really know what you're gonna see when you go to this. So this is just to look at the bio, right? And that has the link in it. But everything that you see with Broken Halos is hashtagged, and you can see the views yourself. And I know, we're doing your episode, but it's just a glimpse in, like, these are people that I don't know. And TikTok is one of those places. I was explaining to Craig yesterday, it's not about likes on TikTok. Yeah. It's about views. Because what you're doing is, unlike Facebook, when you're scrolling and you're reacting, you're caring, you're sad, you're loving, liking, whatever you're doing, TikTok isn't like that. You're scrolling, you're watching, you're laughing, you're listening. It's quick, it's there. Sometimes somebody gonna show 5 other people, they're gonna send it to people, and that's gonna accumulate views. So it's just something that it's a good asset.
Yeah, that fact that the word of mouth with TikTok is crazy.
Oh yeah,
because like I said, I'm not on TikTok, but my wife or my daughter, they'll send me every day. They sending me links to funny videos and stuff. So,
and it's hard not to get sucked in because it's like, dang, and it's so many creative people. Like you can hear a sound, what they call like that's the recordings that they cover, or when you you can see some people do like movie skits and they really good at it. Those are called sounds. It's some people that do it and it's like you think one thing is playing, you see me on my phone and you'll think that the person is doing one thing, but in actuality this person may be promoting their business. They're using this sound because this is a popular sound right now on TikTok. But what this person is doing is unpackaging their product. They're showing you, this is where I got these sleeves from, this is where I got these hats from. They're dropping links on those pages. So TikTok, I would say, join the wave.
Okay.
Join the wave.
I'm about to. The only reason I ain't jump on TikTok yet because I already got IG, I already got Facebook.
And again, it's a different thing.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. It's literally 15 seconds or 60 seconds you watching, you laughing, you sharing, or you're not.
Yeah. Now, I feel like between them two, they already take up so much time. And I know how I am with social media. I'm like, if I add one more to this damn phone, man, I'm going to be done.
My wife is going to take my stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Are y'all both full-time entrepreneurs?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So y'all both...
Mommy, entrepreneur, girlfriend, daughter, sister, full-time.
Have y'all both been out of the work field the entire time of Broken Halos?
Nope. Craig was doing flooring.
Okay.
He was very, very good at that. I don't know how many people know that, but jack of all trades. And I was serving tables. Okay. And then as season got slow for the flooring, we started doing and picking up more ideas. I was still working at the restaurant. Craig will be working on getting shirts printed. He will be finding people that can print. This is when we were doing screen print. He'll be finding people that do printing shirts so we can already order printed. So it was definitely a team effort with balancing, work and transcending into an entrepreneur full time. So it was something I was scared to do.
It is scary, man.
It is. But you know what? Now I look back, man, and I'm just like, again, back to the Mother's Day thing. Like I told my man the other day, I'm like, I'm not doing nothing for Mother's Day.
I had somebody reach out for brunch on Sunday. I said, listen, if I take a job on Mother's Day, I ain't gonna have no home to come to.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't got it.
And you mean to tell me like we worked ourselves this hard for, and I'm just getting to this point. I had a very hard time with giving myself pats on the back or telling myself, you know what, it's okay that you are not at this point right now. Right. But now I look at myself and I look at myself a year ago and it's just like, shoot, I'm all right. So I always tell people, be so good on yourself and be so loving on yourself and love yourself so hard that anything that anybody else may say or may think kind of really is just like water on a duck. Right. It just kind of rolls off your back, So if you're going to take that leap, start slow, get a plan, stick to the plan. Don't just jump out there. Get a plan and have people that support you aware of what you're doing. Don't just come to your mom and them and be like, hey, I'm about to quit the job. Can you babysit today? No, it's not going to go like that. I ain't made $1 yet. But I'm about to quit though. Don't do that. Plan and always give yourself room to grow. Okay. Start small, but always give yourself room to grow. Don't stop. Don't just say, this is it for me. Because you never know. You never know.
At what point did y'all both look at each other and say, all right, it's time? When did y'all know that it was time?
When this was just like last summer. Crazy. It was like, bro, like I swear the most vivid memory that I remember of like working ourselves to the bone last year when we dropped this was 4th of July last year.
Y'all released that on 4th of July?
No, it was already released, but we were busy. Okay. At this point, everybody wanted ice creams. They wanted ice cream on their shorts, on their denim, everything. And we just like, you know what? We just gonna give this to the people. That's what they want. We're gonna give it to them. By the time we realized it, my son was gone with my sister somewhere. I don't even know. Okay. Fireworks done. I don't even know what at this point. We left and got dressed probably like 9:30. Right. To leave out, right? But it's those moments to me, the moments in sacrifice that really ultimately determine if this is what you're going to do or it's not. And I feel like those late nights and those times that we spent working, putting ideas together, putting people in proper places and figuring out those promo tactics, I feel like that is what definitely it's the glue. It's the glue for a lot.
Word.
That foundation is the glue for a lot.
Word. So how is the family work dynamic? Because, you know, I just recently started saying, no, I'm not doing that. Or, you know, not to my family, I mean to the clients and the customers. No, I'm not doing that. Or, you know what, I'm not working today. Or I'm not going to prep tonight. I'm going to spend some time with my family. How do y'all balance that out? You know, was it crazy at first? You know, with me, it was crazy at first. And now I'm getting to like, all right, I feel like I'm neglecting my family at this point. Right. I got to pull back.
Yeah.
Touch on that for me.
That's a great question because that is my biggest battle. I mean, that's my biggest self-conflict because I love my family. I'm like buku crazy over my family. My sisters, I adore. My nephews and my nieces, I literally adore. So we're very much family-oriented. We do pretty much anything when we can for a holiday or anything together. But that goes back to that point that I made. When you are going to take that leap, you need to have people on your team that understand.
Right.
That it's no other answer besides understanding because it's a rocky road to be forming a business and sacrificing family time with your mom, time with family members that aren't well. It's very demanding. But when you have people that understand, okay, maybe this time she is doing something that's bigger than her.
Yeah.
Maybe this time he is really on to something that I never imagined my brother, my son, you know, my nephew doing. And when you have those people that give you that, like it's all right. I got this. I got deal to that. It's all right. I got that. I know you need that. I know what y'all have to do. It gives you just courage. It gives you strength. It gives you just like a hope for your leap. You know, it makes you feel like it's not for nothing. So to answer the question, it's a very hard sacrifice.
It is.
It's a very hard sacrifice. Missing family events, missing holidays, missing so many things. But when people love you, they love you. You know, they love you. They're not people that love you and support you. They're not gonna wait till you leave out there and say, "She ain't doing that. She ain't going what she say she going. She ain't about to do. Ain't no way he got that much work to do. You know, they're not doing that. People that love you, they're gonna come say, bro, you need me to come? Yeah. You need me to pull up and fold? So what you need me to do? Those are the type of people that you gotta pay attention and keep around. Those are the people that you gotta give your 100 because they believe in you. They believe in you. So solid team for sure. That's what you need. That's what you gotta have.
To touch on that, did y'all have your support system already, or y'all had to build your support system? Like, did you have to weed in and out who was a good fit and who wasn't, or was y'all families already there, like ready to go?
I feel like family. Both our parents our mothers are both very supportive in the brand. My mom can't stay away from Bocalos. I love you, Mom, but you have a problem. She's at every event, and it's nothing more that I would, it's just to be able to do something that your parents is like, that's like, and I'm 30. Yeah. I done had a lot of hats. I done did a lot of things that I thought I done been a chef, been in culinary school, massage therapy. I done had a podcast, business, selling dinners, whatever it was, you name it. But every time that I come back, it's people that bring me to where I'm at. It's the people that I love. It's the experience. It's the people that, make us go where we're gonna go. So definitely, people that are we had to go through our process of people, but who doesn't? Yeah. And I feel like that's a beautiful thing too, because sometimes when you give people that you love too much of a little stick to hold on to, you're going to end up falling in, But if you pull back a little bit, then they might drown. But if you can keep it right here to even, what's the game? When you
tug of war.
Yeah, when you can keep it at an even tug of war. Those are the people that you need around, because those people feel like, they gonna do as much as me and I'm gonna do for them. I gotta do as much as them because they gonna do it for me. You know, so those are the people that you want definitely around you. And definitely, it's always a process. You have to grow every day. You have to, look back. And they always say hindsight is 20/20. So, yeah. But the family is the family, and the home team is the home team, and they know. They know. Word. It's without saying. Like, it's so great being. I have so many family members that, because of Craig, people that genuinely love him, and they know that I love him, so they look at him and they look at me and they like, let's go. Yeah. So it's a very warm feeling, and we are so lucky to have people that love us like they do, and supporting and sacrificing their time too. We appreciate y'all.
Now, I seen y'all recently went to Disney. Mm-hmm. How was it? You know what I mean? So I still haven't done anything like that for my children. I know that's like, was that the first time?
Yes.
Okay, so I know that was an experience for y'all, especially do that for y'all kids.
Yes. It was completely humbling. Anybody that knows me is like, every time somebody see me, it was like, oh my God. Like, they just know, because they know my background, and I definitely didn't come from the best of situations and the best of childhood, and everything that I am made me. So shout out to my mom and daddy. But doing that for my baby was like,
that was big.
That was flex. Like, that was flex. Like, that's flex on like a level that you can't even describe that. You know what I'm saying? To have my son in a park where I seen on TV, and I seen people take pictures on the internet, and it's just, walking through the park. It was so many nostalgic feelings. Yeah. Like, the little bubble machines just going, the kids got little bubbles. You start feeling like, oh, this is real. Like, oh, that's real. Real whimsical up in here, So it was like the technology and everything, seeing movies that I grew up knowing, and then my son seeing those same things and experiences with him. It was just like very great. But you know what it was more than anything, Ron? It was motivation. Yeah. Motivation. Like, where are we going next? Yep. Where are we going next? What are we going to do next? Because it's like sometimes you don't know what you can do. You don't know your potential until you push yourself. Yeah. So that's something that I never would have seen myself doing for my child at 5 years old, me being 30, to be honest. But I'm so grateful that I am able, and I can't wait for the next vacation. Like, I'm just like, where are we going to go? What are we going to do?
That's what's up.
So, very fun.
Word. Commercial break. Craig, can you see if that's still rolling, please? I'm going to insert a commercial right here.
You want me to stop?
No, don't stop it. Don't stop it. Is it still rolling?
No, it's still rolling.
Okay, bet. All right, so this segment is very important to me. Mm-hmm. I always transition to this segment. I started to in every part of this of the podcast. I like to coin this the mental health segment. Mm-hmm. So mental health and its importance to you. Mm-hmm. Can you touch on that for me? Yeah. Especially being an entrepreneur.
Yep. Long before entrepreneurship, mental health was something that was I was always kind of aware of. It was one of those things silently swept throughout high school. You would see little signs in people, and just small things. That's just it's a tough topic for me. Only because I've known someone who has actually, taken their life from mental health issues. So, that's something that I'm very big on. And it's something that I push with Broken Halos too, unknowingly. Just supporting and being that person that I can't tell you how many people that buy a t-shirt and we sit outside for 35 minutes, 40 minutes, and we are talking. Like, I've never met this woman. Yeah. But we are talking because she needed somebody to talk to, because I needed somebody to talk to. And because of me being as transparent as I am on and off the internet, I'm so lucky to be that person for people. Yeah. I'm so lucky to be that person for people. Like, it fills me up to have words for people and to have courage to speak for people and to give them courage. So mental health is like totally important. And then branching over to the entrepreneurial part of it was just like overworking yourself. It's like,
yeah. So you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Did you see my post?
Yeah.
Entrepreneurial depression.
Yep.
Is it real, and have you experienced it?
I'll say like a entrepreneurial blockage.
Right.
I won't want to say like a depression.
Right.
Only because my energy is so high and I'm such an empath that it's sometimes so hard for me to just sit still.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm constantly thinking about, oh my God, let me call them. Let me see what they're doing. What they got going on. Let me check with them. So it's kind of like, you know, up and down. But I will say a little dry area every now and again when you feel like you're at a writer's block, or, you know, that's what they say, like a little writer's block where you feel like nothing that you're saying is making sense, or you can't figure out how to word this post, or you can't, what am I doing? Like, why isn't this design selling? Like, I seen this going bigger than what it was. So those little things can be triggers. But again, when you have people that support you, it's like you can put out a new logo and this can be out and people gonna want it. People aren't, but people still gonna buy the first one, you know?
The OG.
So it's just like, you gotta just love on yourself, man. You gotta just pat yourself on the back. You gotta give yourself credit. You gotta say to yourself in the mirror, you gotta look at yourself like, girl, God, like, you did that, we did that. Like, give your people pat on the back. Tell them they're doing a good job if they're doing a good job. It's just that simple. Words are completely free. And why are people so easy with using mean words? It's just like, what the heck? Like, how is it so easy for you just to be so mean to a complete stranger? But you can't part your lips to the lady at the grocery store that got a basket full of groceries and say, you want me to help you put that in the car for you today? It's just like weird to me. But
it's the society.
It is the society. And it's the mentalities of people. And it's the privilege of people. Yeah. It's just, I
feel like, of course, people's backgrounds and I feel like social media has just turned the human race into something totally different.
Robots.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know.
So where am I going with this? I know y'all heard this because y'all from VA. Mm-hmm. You can't get popping out here unless you're popular. Nah. What's your take on that?
Nah, that's not. I don't agree with that. Honestly, if popularity played a role in Broken Halos, for me, I don't want it. Yeah. Because honestly, truth be speaking, things that I was popular before Broken Halos, I don't even talk about that. Right. So, I don't really agree with that. I feel like when you have purpose and you have content and you have respect and you have a vision and a goal and you're not just flowing with the wind, right, that gives you room for being popping. Popularity to me is the amount of people that wear Broken Halos. Right. My popularity don't mean nothing. Yeah. Nothing. I love getting pictures and messages from people with people that they don't even know. And they say, can I take a picture of that? That's my cousin Brand. Can I take a picture of that? That's my brother Brand. Yeah, that's what popularity is for me. And I feel like quality over anything. And that's just with anything that you're selling, whether you're selling water bottles, whether you're selling pillows. Them need to be the softest pillows, and them water bottles need to be the nicest, whether it's metal, glass, thermal, whatever you're selling, it needs to be the nicest of the nicest. So I don't agree with popularity and popping.
Yeah, I don't subscribe.
That's not me.
I don't subscribe to that because, like I said in the post I posted a couple weeks ago, I moved out here in 2017. All I knew was my wife, my cousins, a couple cousins, and my aunt that lived down here, and one friend that I knew out here from when I lived down here before. And like I said, I can't, like, I'm about to go to Sam's when I leave here. I guarantee you somebody gonna be like, what's up, Chef?
What's up, Ron?
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't subscribe to that at all. And y'all really, like, you get popping when you put in the work. Yep. You know what I mean? And I said that, and like you said, creators create. There's nothing, nobody can stop that. And you know what I mean? Whatever's going on, whether you're getting hated on, whether people not supporting you, whatever, creators always going to create, and they're always going to make it to the top. Yeah. Regardless.
And one thing you can't take from a creator is creativity.
You can't.
That's what I always stress to people. Like how people say, people can't take your knowledge, people can't take what you learn. People cannot take your creativity. Right. And whether you are sitting at home by yourself doing something, or you're in a group full of people, and you have the opportunity to express that, nobody can take it from you. And people are always going to say, oh my God, how did they do that? How did she know how to do that? How did she know how to fold that paper and make it into this and that and that? So it's so many things like creativity is key, and just don't be afraid to tap into that and be who you feel like you can be. Stop trying to be who you think they want you to be, and be who you feel who you are.
Right. And the copycat never gonna survive. So
ever.
Y'all need to stop that. So what's next for Broken Halos? What y'all got on the agenda? What we gonna see a year, 2 years from now? How big is the brand gonna be?
Well, coming up, just to put up a little bit of info, we do have a couple pop-up shops coming up. Okay. A couple this month, and then with the Juneteenth celebration coming up, we are attending a pop-up shop for that as well, which all those informational flyers will be posted to Facebook, Instagram, and of course, me and Craig's personal pages as well. And that's coming up like the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's next month.
So, and at the pop-up shop, we're going to have everything like summer loading, like shorts, more hats, everything that people love, we're going to have. A year from now, I don't even put caps on us like that.
Right.
I don't want to, because I feel like a year ago today, I wouldn't have seen me right here with you doing this.
Right.
So who am I to say what I feel like we would be from a year from today? But I feel like I'm definitely going to be back in Florida sometime.
Okay.
In a year.
Gotcha.
Making business moves, major moves. I can just see Broken Halos being something that me and Craig never envisioned, nothing that anybody locally, anybody globally has probably ever envisioned. And then to sit down, when people sit down and talk to us and actually get the real raw meaning of Broken Halos, it's just like, so I definitely would say a year, 2 years from now, I want us to be in a store, in stores, in malls, the right way.
The right way.
I would say I see us just growing.
Word.
I see our kids picking up where we gonna show them, not even necessarily where we leave off, because our kids are already so hands on. They love the brand.
Yeah.
They promote all day. They talk about it all day. Me and my son were at the park the other day. He ran down on a lady. That's my mama's shirt. My mama made that shirt.
Yeah.
And the girl knew me. She said, I was looking for you, but I just didn't see. I was over sitting down. And I said, hey, when I spoke to her, she said, girl, your son just ran down on me about this Broken Halo shirt.
Yeah.
I said, as he should. Because that's a legacy. That's longevity. And that's generational. So years from now, that's why I see it. Generational, longevity, just all across the board, positivity with Broken Halos. Everything positive.
So you mentioned longevity. Y'all want to pass it down to the kids.
Oh yeah, our
Broken
sons,
Halos,
both our sons is just like.
Let's say Broken Halos, it goes crazy, right? Mm-hmm. And they come with that bag. They said we got $500 million right now.
We always talk about that.
Y'all gonna let it go?
We always talk about that. I'm just so torn. I just feel like it's not about money when you care, man. Right. It's about creative control. You give your stuff away for $500 million, $1 billion, and then they go put some.
They go put something y'all totally against.
What?
There, yep.
And that just people burning our clothes like they did LeBron when he left. People in the streets of Newport News and here, they just burning Broken Halos. They're like, how dare they put this? So it's just like, I don't feel like I don't feel like we have a price tag. Right. I don't. And I feel like, because when you're genuine with what you do, why would you want somebody else doing it? When you genuinely are loving it, you're waking up every day, replying to people, talking to people. Yes, thank you so much. No, thank you for supporting. Thank you for buying. Thank you for sending me your pictures. When you waking up to that kind of feedback, like, why would you want to give that joy to somebody else? Yeah. So I don't know. But like endorsements, we can talk about things like that. That's for sure. But me giving it all up, us giving it all up.
I know. Creezo trying to get that FanDuel endorsement.
Okay. We need something.
Sponsor that man so he can stop busting y'all. It's
to the point where you feel like your phones and your devices become like the algorithms. Yeah. We were watching TV last night. Like every time a little commercial came on, FanDuel this, FanDuel that, I'm like, baby, they own you. Yeah. They own you. That's put the device up. So hopefully we are speaking some things into existence. And I mean, Endorsements would be lit.
Yeah.
That would be lit.
Yeah.
That would be lit. Because I
can see the brand. I mean, the boxers, they put the patch on their boxing trunks and all that. I see y'all doing all that, man. Word up.
It's no cap. Don't cap yourself. Because the minute you cap yourself, that's a limit. Now you reached it. What you gonna do now? Oh, I said I was gonna, example, put my patches on some boxes.
Yeah.
What you gonna say after that? What you gonna do after that? So never stop. Always keep growing and going and keep just thinking of ideas and writing them down and talking to the people that care about you about them. And if they say something like, maybe not this way, but maybe this way, jot that down and keep that in mind and keep going.
Right. So you got any advice for any up and coming brands or brands that's been out for a while and might not be doing so well? They're stuck. They don't know what the next move to make. You got any advice for them?
I actually get so many reach outs from people looking for assistance with, the printers or how do we get the bags. There's so many different questions that people ask me. So first time I'm going to say, but pretty soon I'm going to be doing an informational seminar.
Let's go.
In the seminar, I'm going to be kind of just giving like a rundown of where you can start, what you want to do, all the things that I did that I wish I would have avoided. I'm going to put that into that seminar. I'm going to allow these bosses, boss women, boss men to come in and ask me all these questions that they ask me so humbly and so politely over the internet. And we all just going to get it back.
A mastermind.
Yeah. So that's in the works. Promo for that soon. Definitely. That's where I'm at with it. Yeah. It's to the point now where it's bigger than us and people reach out to us constantly and I'm so ready to give them what I have learned.
There's so much money in education.
And that's one of the things too. They can't take that from you.
Yeah. And I'm glad you touched on that. The seminar, right? You got to actually be there for that to happen every time, right? So
right now, that's the part that I'm kind of conflictual about. I like in-person exchanges, whereas I know sometimes people aren't able and available, so it may be Zoom, it may be in person, it may be both. I'm not really sure how I'm going to play it yet, but it will be beneficial, informational. We're going to talk about licensing. We're going to talk about copyright. We're going to talk about vendors. We're going to talk about reputable suppliers and all of these things that we go through. And we spending all this money and we find out, why did I do that? Right. So more information on that and the date and the price for the spot if you do want to be a part of that seminar. Because it's going to be something that you don't want to miss. And I'm going to be me the same way every time. So I'm ready to answer questions and give away so much information.
Yeah. Where I was going with that, you do the seminar, right? Mm-hmm. How you feel about creating a course? Now, with a course, you don't got to be there. Mm-hmm. They could buy the course at 2 a.m. And you sell the course for a couple hundred. You wake up, y'all got 12,000 sitting in your account. They buying courses all night. Y'all sleep. Right.
So that's where I'm not hopefully, because I don't really use the words try and hope and all of those words that give you room for loss and room for failure. Right. Right. So what we're building on doing is we want the seminar to be sort of intimate the first go round. Okay. I'm thinking, no more than 7-10 people, right? Okay. And why I want it to be this way is because I want people to first show me how it's received. I want to see how the first people, receive it. I'm going to have it, documented, videographed, all that good stuff that we do for promo. And from there, I feel like that's going to be the branch off. When people get that word of mouth going, like, yo, I sat down with Kayla and do you know what she told me? Yeah. Like, no, you need to pay this $150.
And that's a good way to get
word of mouth is the best advertising.
That's the best way. That's a good way to get testimonials and stuff too. So you can have them record
on the same
them.
Page.
You can record them and then throw them on the course. Like, I went to the seminar, it worked. Yeah.
Hey, at 3:00 in the morning, infomercial brought to you by Broke Halos Clothing. Come to the next seminar.
I'm on the same page. I'm in the I'm actually I took a week off this week because I got caterings. I got some big caterings, and I said this morning. I said, you know what? I was listening to a podcast. Dude said he wrote an ebook. He said for 7 days he locked in from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for 7 days straight. And at the end of the 7 days, he had his ebook, and he said he put it out there for Black Friday for like $27 or something. He said he ended up doing 30 bands the first month or something. You know what I mean? Off of $27. So I'm like, I'm taking another week off.
Yeah, but have you ever listened to Eric Thomas?
Yeah.
He's one of my favorite
Last time they was in DC, I went to the seminar. Yep.
But he has a really good way with just words, right? And just making you feel like, why are you even sitting down? Like, why are you not moving, you know? And I have done so much research and just so much. I'm just obsessed with the way that he speaks, just everything about him. But I shared him with Craig, and what we realized is, you know, when you get into those points of like yourself and he get that discipline and those boundaries and you put in that extra work and you putting in that time, you don't even realize it. That's when you just about to catapult. Yep. Like, you don't realize that with, like I always tell my man, elevation is just, it comes with separation. Yep. You can't have one without the other, because you can't expect to be on the 10th floor and everybody that you met on the first floor can get on the elevator with you and come up to the 10th floor. You can't do that. So definitely just keep your elevations. You want to keep going and keep growing. You want to keep, you know, just keep on pushing yourself and putting yourself in those positions where you feel like, yeah. So one day I'll talk to the person that I need to get to. You know what I'm saying? I'll get to the people that I need to say those things to. But he is one of those people that I'm just, you know, I take so many notes from, and I get that emotion is okay to show your people, and that's really like with the seminar and them books. Like he, you know, like he's like, I give it away for free, and it's like it's free, but it is. Yeah. But you get paid for streams. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can I lose? You know what I'm saying? My people don't have to pay for this, and I'm giving this information to tens of thousands, speaking for Eric, giving this information to tens of thousands of people, and then I'm getting a check. Yeah. For stuff that I know because of real life instances that I've been through. Yeah. So that's where I'm hoping that, again, not that word hope I hate, that's where the direction that I'm going to take Broken Halos. Like, it's more than clothes. It's literally a lifestyle. Yeah. It's a lifestyle.
And shout out Nikki Sanders over there at ETA. I mean, I know Nikki. That's she is the, I don't want to quote her.
Say a wrong title.
Yeah, she's what she told me she is. She's the media manager for Eric Thomas and Associates. I know her personally. And you know, since we jumped into them.
You said her name was?
Nikki Saunders.
Hey, Nikki.
What's up, Nikki? Jose, he's a part of Deeper Than the Brand as well. That's their own branch off from ETA. Jose creates courses. I'll link you with how I sent you his information and everything. But so we about to close out, but I gotta ask y'all before we do, can we get a collab shirt?
Like a chef on Broken Halos?
I need that.
Whatever we need to do.
I need a one-on-one.
Whatever we need to do, we can make that done.
Like, we can do that. Get this. This exclusive.
Yep, and when they see your face on it, they'll know. So that's something we can definitely get worked out. When you, I know you said you were working on a new logo too.
Yeah, so we can, above the corner joint.
So we can definitely.
I reached out to y'all peoples.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she said this should be here by next week, hopefully.
Good. So we'll get that done.
Word.
That's easy.
You got any shout outs? Anybody you want to big up?
Shout out to Broken Halos family. Just shout out the whole family, the whole lifestyle. Shout out to the home team, to our supporters, local brands like us in the area that have gave us information, helping hands, invited us to events. Anybody that has had any type of, positive input with the lifestyle. We literally are so grateful and so thankful and so humbled to be literally becoming a household name.
It definitely is.
Like, wow, it's crazy to say, but we're so humbled. We are. So shout out to everybody that supports us, and we genuinely appreciate and love you guys more than y'all know. Seriously. Word. It's something that we love, and we love everyone that has a story to tell, and everybody that tells us a story and shows us a picture. It really is motivation. So shout out to y'all. And shout out to you for making this happen.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want thank y'all for coming through. Thank y'all for giving me y'all time. You know what I mean? Anytime I hit y'all up, y'all answer the questions and all that. I truly appreciate y'all. Truly appreciate what y'all doing for the culture out here in the 757. Listen, man, we're going to have to wrap this up, man. This is yet another edition of Above the Corner Podcast. Chef Ron the Great with Broken Halos Worldwide. Listen, man, like, comment, subscribe, share. everything you got to do on the internet for this video right here. Please do it.
We appreciate it so much.
Put God first. Everything else going to follow. Head up, chest out, run your laps. If you knew better, you do better. You get with a chef in a blue sweater. Above the Corner podcast, and we out.
Period.